Do we understand what Boris Johnson is thinking? Is he trying to convince the EU that he will go for a no deal, or is he actually willing to go for a no deal?
Well, he's certainly trying to convince everybody that he's going for no deal. That's what he was elected on that pledge to do. We've had all these spending commitments now from his new Chancellor about the extra money they're going to pump into the economy. There's going to be a big marketing campaign, more than £100 million spent on adverts taken out also in European papers, not only to convince us, but also the Europeans that we're serious about this. But of course, you know, whatever he says, don't forget, he has a majority of 2 in Parliament. We have a by-election taking place today, a special election in Wales, where he's expected to lose another seat. That means a working majority of 1. And we still have the whole summer to go before they come back in September. So there's a very high possibility that he has no majority in Parliament at all.
Okay.
So does that mean that his plans get scuppered before they've even begun?
Right, so, but if we think, and that's a very good point, but if we just take it a step back, so he wants to stay into power, he's been waiting for this for a long time. He was elected by, what, 99,000 Conservative members that probably want a no-deal Brexit. If there's a no-deal Brexit, can he hold on to power, or is there a revolt of the UK citizens?
Well, the big betting, of course, is, you know, the problem the Conservative has is that the Brexit Party, Nigel Farage's insurgent party, is eating into their vote. Right. So he's betting that if we can get over the line, if his government can survive past October the 31st and deliver Brexit deal or no deal, that shoots the fox, if you like, of the Brexit Party, and all those votes come flooding back. So then if there's a general election, the Conservatives have the sort of numbers to get a majority, because as things stand, you take 15-20% out of the Conservative vote, there is no way that he can form a majority. We'll be back in the realms of a very hung Parliament with any sort of outcome. It's very difficult to predict.
David, Prime Minister Johnson gets all the headlines, whether it's gossip or social or actual policy. What is the desire of the Republic of Ireland and Brussels right now in terms of building infrastructure at the border? What's their best outcome?
Well, it's a very difficult problem. This is not only a problem for Britain, but it's a big problem for Ireland in the event of a no-deal Brexit. We've heard this problem repeated in the last few days with Johnson's visit to Northern Ireland yesterday, because, you know, the European Union is duty-bound to try to protect what they call the integrity of their internal single market. And if there is no-deal Brexit and tariffs are imposed on the transactions between British and European Union goods, there has to be some sort of infrastructure or way of taking those tariffs at the borders. Now, both sides are saying they're not going to be the ones to put them up, and yet the European Union will be duty-bound to try to impose that on Ireland. So no one has been able to answer that question so far. It really is a very difficult problem.